We interviewed Jordan Foltz last October. He is a prominent community member who uses his resilience to enhance the happiness of others, as well as bolster their resilience through the Journeyman program, in which he holds the position of director. The main objective of the Journeyman nonprofit is to help boys achieve manhood, to learn to express their feelings, and learn as well as choose to be better and more honorable men.
My name's Jordan Foltz. I've lived in this area since 2007, so to a little over 12 years now. I was always a bit of an outsider growing up because I wasn't from there. I wasn't a New Englander. But growing up in Vermont was really cool. It's kind of an isolated place, very rural. There's only like 600,000 people who live in the whole state. And so growing up there allowed us to kind of be who we were and be original, be true to our character, and we were kind of aloof and removed from fashion and cultural trends that were going on, in cities and around the US. It was kind of its own little removed place. My teenage years were really powerful for me, and they were a really transitional time for me, where I had a lot of choices to make, to either join the crowd or follow my own path, to do what I thought was right, or to acquiesce to peer pressure and things that I didn't think were right. And I had some support systems there for me, which were really transformational, and helped me keep on track with who I was. And so I see this time, adolescent years for boys, as a really important time, really powerful time, where you guys get the opportunity to really start defining who you want to be for the years to come. And so it's important to me to be there to support you. There's a lot of our culture traditionally in the West, but also all around the world, that expects boys to be more stoic. Stoic meaning making the emotions secondary to the rational mind and to action. And throughout history, that's been extremely important. If cultures did not do that, they would not have gotten food. One of Journeyman's core values is resilience. We've got 7 core values, and one of them is resilience. And the idea behind that is that to be that part of being a man of integrity, Journeyman's mission is to support adolescent boys on their paths to becoming men of integrity. And to us, part of being a man of integrity is being a man who's resilient. So a man who's able to deal with challenges without losing it, without flipping out, without letting anger or stress come out sideways and affecting somebody else. So bouncing back from difficult situations. So that's how Journeyman deals with resilience a lot. And I think for me, it's one of the core characteristics that I would like to see young men cultivating in it. There was, there's an experience that stands out to me. There's a couple that I'll mention. I guess there's 3 that I'll mention. When I was 13, I did an Outward Bound course. And at that point in my life, I didn't have a whole lot of leadership skills developed. And it was a 2-week Outward Bound course. And it was very challenging. It involved a lot of orienteering and leadership and navigating through the woods and making fires and learning to find our way. And each participant in the course had a day where they were the leader of the whole group. They made the calls, they made the decisions, they made sure we were making the right choices. And I had an opportunity to be that leader one of the days. And in that experience, I really discovered what I was capable of by relying on my own judgment, my own observation. And it was really empowering and really good for my self-confidence. There was one of the instructors of the course who took me aside after that day where I was the leader and let me know how much I was valued. Let me know how much he valued me and how he saw the leader in me. And nobody had ever done that for me before. And it was about a 5-minute conversation that he had where he just reflected back to me the strengths that he saw. And I've never forgotten that conversation. And so I went back to my ordinary world in Vermont. This course was actually down in North Carolina. And I went back with this new sense of awareness of what I was capable of and a new sense of self-worth as well. Because a man who I looked up to and admired had reflected back to me the strengths that he saw in me. So that was huge in giving me the self-resolve to stay true to who I was.